Hey pals, so this is a different day from when I filmed the rest of this video, hence why I'm wearing different clothes from the thumbnail and from the rest of the video. But pretty much I was editing the footage of this video last night, and I just wanted to make a small little disclaimer at the beginning of this video. While I was going back through the footage, I realized that I don't really come across my favorite way in this video. I feel like I was doing a lot of complaining and I kind of sound really ungrateful in the video. However, I didn't want to scrap the footage because I still agree with some of the things that I said. Pretty much I was talking about my job a lot in this vlog coming up and like how I feel about it now in comparison to how I felt about it at the beginning. I do feel very strongly about like wages and unfairness. However, I understand that I am so blessed in my life and I feel so lucky to have a family that lets me live with them and supports me, and I can go to school and I can have a part-time job and not have to have it to support me. I come across really ungrateful, I feel like, in this video. Maybe I'm blowing it out of proportion. If you get annoyed with me in this video, I understand. I was annoyed with myself when I was watching it. I'm extremely grateful for my life. I just don't want you guys to think that I am super ungrateful for my job or just my life in general. So yeah, maybe I'll make another video about like privilege and being grateful and stuff, because I think it's so important, although it is very scary to talk about on the internet because it's a very slippery slope. But I just wanted to mention that. Please enjoy the vlog for what it's worth, and I hope that you guys don't get the wrong impression from me. So thank you guys so much, and here is the fun, lighthearted, quality content that you guys came here for. Hi pals, and welcome to another edition of the driving vlog with me, your host, Andrea Michelle. So before we commence this driving vlog, I would like to play a little game with you all, and it is going to be called Guess How Many Pairs of Sunglasses Andrea Has in Her Bag at Any Given Time. The over and under is going to be 3 pairs. Actually 4 pairs, because sometimes I have 5, sometimes I only have 2, so I feel like that's a nice, comfortable medium. You can pause the video here and guess if I have more or less. Alright, here we have it. 1 pair, 2 pairs, 3 pairs. Is that it? Wow, that is it. I am honestly shocked. That's really not as many as I thought that I was going to have. Moral of the story, I always have way too many pairs of sunglasses in my bag because I live in a place where it is extremely sunny, and you can never have too many pairs of sunglasses, my friends, especially if you have sensitive eyes. In an extremely not shocking revelation, I am currently on my way to work. Of course, that's the only place I ever go in my life anymore. I work 4 to close again. I don't know, that's just like when I feel I have the most time to prepare for these vlogs, because when I actually have to film myself driving, it actually takes me a little bit longer. A cat just ran across the road and almost ran right under my wheel of my car. There was actually a man walking his dogs like 2 feet away from where the cat was running, so I thought it was one of his dogs, but it was a stray cat. Either way, I didn't hit the thing, but oh my goodness, I almost just took a life from a suicidal cat, and wow, I'm like really shook right now. Okay, gotta continue this vlog. In other news, you might be wondering, hey Andrea, why are you wearing a jacket? Isn't it like 100 degrees right now? The answer to that is yes. Basically, I got this jacket on sale yesterday. Original price $60. I got it for $20. And I couldn't help myself from wearing it. I love a killer deal. I feel like my angle today is really weird, but we're going with it because adjusting this tripod while I'm driving is actually one of the world's hardest things to do. I mentioned to you guys in my last driving vlog that I want to start making these a much more frequent occurrence. I basically have no spare time in my life to make anything but driving vlogs, because literally I'm able to film these like while I'm going about a regular part of my day anyway, which is super convenient. I think that I've mentioned this before, but I really hate filming when there's other people present in my house, because I hate filming when other people are listening to me. I just feel like it's super unnatural and I feel like embarrassed to talk to myself. Pretty much I can never be home alone these days, or I never am home alone. There's always somebody in my house. So driving vlogs are gonna have to continue to be a thing, because I don't know how many videos I'm actually going to be able to film like standard in my bedroom anymore, which is really sad because I think my bedroom setup is super cute, like with all of my Christmas lights and stuff, but I can never actually be in there filming. Filming these driving vlogs always seems like a good idea until I actually have to go back and edit them, because I mentioned this in the description box of my last driving vlog, but holy cow, these driving vlogs are filmed at the world's most unflattering angles. I look back on the footage and I'm like, am I really that ugly? Do I look like this all of the time? I feel like that episode of SpongeBob when he drinks that like disgusting smoothie in the morning and then everybody is like repulsed from him for the rest of the day, and then he goes to the movie theater and goes, I'm sorry, I hope that my horrible ugliness won't be a distraction to you. Like, that's literally what I feel like every time I'm editing one of these videos. That's just how I know that you guys are the realest subscribers though. They always say, if you can't handle me at my worst, then you don't deserve me at my best. I guess that you guys do deserve me at my best. So I've officially been working at my job for a month now, which is pretty exciting and pretty unbelievable. It went by kind of fast, but at the same time, I feel like I've been working there for my entire life, because retail is so draining, man. Like, you work there for a month and you just feel 75 years older. Like, I've been working there for a month and I'm already looking forward to turning 68 so I can retire. Some people can handle retail as like a full-time career for them and something that lasts them like their entire life, but honestly, I am definitely not one of those people. I've been working retail for a month and it is so soul-crushing, but it's not as awful as other people make it out to be either. Like, people act like retail is like the worst thing to ever happen to you in your life. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody unless it's like a first job, because I couldn't imagine trying to support like an apartment and other people, and the pay is so little for the amount of work that you do. It's just, I don't know. Retail asks a lot of you and gives you very little, but for a first job, like, it's whatever. I can't really complain about it, because, I mean, I have no job experience, so like, what do I want? Some $1 million a year job with my 0 qualifications? Like I mentioned, my store has just been open for a month, which is exciting, and we just had like a little month-iversary party, because like, my managers are totally the type of people that would host a month-iversary party. That is the most my job thing I have ever heard of. We also just crowned our very first employee of the month, which is exciting. It wasn't me. There's actually another girl at my work who has the same name as me and the same last initial as me. I was really, really hoping that she could be employee of the month so that I could tell everybody to call me not employee of the month Andrea. I don't know why. I feel like that would just like encapsulate my life really well. It would be me to be the person who they're like, oh, Andrea, you won employee of the month, and then I would have to go like, no, that was the other Andrea. Like, that just seems like something that would happen to me. So I'm low-key disappointed that that didn't happen. I'm still accepting of anybody who wants to call me not employee of the month Andrea. That definitely seems like a very cute nickname, and one that really just showcases my adequacy really well. I wouldn't call myself like the worst employee in the world, but I'm definitely not the best employee either. First few weeks of the job, maybe like 1 week actually, I was solid. I was a great employee. This was my first time working retail. I didn't realize how exhausting it was. I was like giving my all to this company that pays me barely above minimum wage, doesn't give me sufficient breaks. And then after about 2 weeks, I realized how ridiculous it is and how pointless it is to work extremely hard and stress yourself out over a job that doesn't really value you as an employee. So pretty much my work ethic has gone down a little bit. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm still a very good employee. Like, I still do everything that I'm supposed to. I just don't go like above and beyond, which I feel like most people don't do for minimum wage retail job. And if you do, then you're like that person. I'm still a good employee. I would still consider myself like above average, but I'm definitely not like a dazzling star employee of the month employee. I know that this is so sad because in my last driving vlog, I was literally mentioning like how well my job was going and how awesome it is, and now I'm like, hashtag kind of over it. I'm like 75% over this job. I don't know how long I'm gonna continue working here. Like, I had plans to quit like pretty much next week. I was gonna have my last week because I was gonna quit before fall semester, but I just gave them new availability and told them that I can only work like 3 days a week. That's kind of what I'm going with at the moment. I feel like this whole vlog is making me sound like the world's worst employee and that I have like a really terrible work ethic, but I really do have a good work ethic. Like in school, I always get straight A's and stuff. I am like a dedicated person. It's just like, if you've ever worked retail, you'll totally understand where I'm coming from. I know that there's people who work way harder than me for way less money, and that is honestly so saddening. Like, I feel so sorry for those people that like don't have a choice but to work a crappy job for like no money. The fact that I know this job is temporary really helps me to keep my sanity with it. The point is, like, just the fact that I know that I don't have to take this job seriously helps me so much, and like not letting it stress me out. I'm the type of person where like I will let things get to me and stress me out super crazily if I know that like I have to do it. I have just pulled in to my parking lot, my signature parking lot. I pulled in so badly. Let me adjust myself. I know that this was not the best driving vlog. I feel like my thoughts were totally jumbled in this, and I'm actually at work like 23 minutes early, so I don't know what I'm gonna do for the next half an hour. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I make new videos every single Thursday. Please subscribe and become one of my pals, and I will talk to you guys next Thursday. Bye guys. Also, I cannot believe that I forgot to mention this while I was driving, but I'm thinking about making the driving vlogs a very frequent occurrence, so I want to do it like either every third video or every other video. Ideally, I would want to do like a vlog, a cover, and then a driving vlog, and then just keep that pattern up. But I don't really have that many ideas for like sit down and talk vlogs. I have way more ideas for covers and driving videos, so it might be like a cover and then a driving vlog and then a sit down vlog and then a driving vlog. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Let me know in the comments down below what you would prefer. Let me know if you have any ideas for like sit down talking videos that I could do, and pretty much that is all. Thank you. Goodbye.